Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Seattle, Washington. My name is Greg Sexton. You are joining us live from Iron Coaching Court inside Royal Brown Pavilion on the campus of Seattle Pacific University. The Falcons are 7-0 at home this year, 9-7 overall, and 5-4 in the GNAC. They put that perfect home record on the line tonight against the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, who are 8-0, leading the GNAC. 15-5 overall for the Seawolves, but they carry a perfect mark in conference play into this match tonight. 8-0 in GNAC play. Falcons again 7-0 at home, so something has to give tonight here between these two teams. And the Seawolves defeated the Falcons earlier this year in Anchorage on September 25th. As they won that one in 3 sets. Starting lineups being introduced, and we'll take a break here for the national anthem in just a bit, but let's get you the starters for Anchorage. Riley Plumhoff, Mahala Kaapuni, Akor Maywin, Ellen Floyd, Vera Pluhasheva, and Eve Stevens on the floor. Talia Leawanai will be the libero for the Seawolves, who are coached by Chris Green in his 14th year. 5-time GNAC Coach of the Year. The Falcons coached by Abby Wright in her 5th year, and she is going to go with Allison Wilkes, Hannah Hare, Maddie Batiste, Erin Gould, Lindsay Lambert, and Maddie Pruden. And the libero for the Falcons is going to be Abigail Cunningham. Emily Tolino in street clothes tonight, one of the 2 fabulous freshmen for the Falcons. But Cunningham is out there, the libero. Tolino not active tonight, as we will pause here for the national anthem and be right back with you in just a moment. As we get ready for GNAC volleyball action tonight, the Seattle Pacific University Falcons 5-4 in GNAC play, taking on Alaska Anchorage 8-0. Alaska Anchorage and Western Washington both ranked in the coaches poll in Division II, as Western Washington actually comes in to this weekend ranked number 19. Alaska Anchorage ranked number 24, but Alaska Anchorage the better conference record to this point. Those two teams have not played each other yet. That match, their first match, was scheduled to take place a couple of weeks ago, and it was postponed. And so they will make that one up a little bit later on, and that should be a good one. In Bellingham is where that one is going to be. They will also meet in Anchorage later on. But Falcons come out in their gray jerseys tonight, and the Seawolves in the green. Green tops and shorts with a little bit of yellow in the colors there. Hannah Hare will come out for Abigail Cunningham as she will come in to start the match. And it'll be Talia Leao and I to serve for the Seawolves to begin the match. And we're ready for play. Well, just a moment here. One of the linesmen is now ready. And here we go. Leao and I puts it in play. We're underway here from Broen Pavilion. And that one blocked by Allison Wilkes as Pluhasheva went up to get it. And Wilkes sent it back. And Allison Wilkes will serve now. Falcons take the first point. And a little bit of miscommunication on getting the ball in play, but it is in play now. And this is Pluhasheva with a clean swing on that one, but Batiste is able to return it, and Ellen Floyd tried to save it and couldn't get it back over the net, and unable to set up a teammate as well. So the Falcons take a 2-0 lead here in the first set. Falcons dropped all 3 sets in the matchup between these two teams in Anchorage. And there's Eve Stevens with her first kill of what will most likely be quite a few tonight. Stevens really the best player on the floor for either of these teams, and she is actually the GNAC preseason player of the year, a junior from Palmer, Oklahoma. There is Pluhasheva with 2 hands sending it over, but the Falcons able to keep it alive and get it back. Here's Floyd sending it to Pluhasheva, and it's blocked. Batiste and Hare at the net, and that'll make it 3-1. Austin Ibale will come in and see her first action in a while. She played in one match, a couple of sets earlier this year, and she will come in and serve, and that one is going to go long. So the first serve for Ibale goes long, but she'll get some more cracks at it. This will be Lisa Jane coming in up front, number 12, and Mahala Kaapuni, freshman from Hilo, Hawaii, wearing number 9. Normally her number is 4, as that one played off the ceiling, and the Seawolves able to return it. Here's Batiste, blocked. Pluhasheva and Ellen Floyd were there for the block. No, they give the point to the Falcons actually on that one, and that one out of bounds apparently, as the Falcons will take the point and they lead 4-2. This is Jane sending it over for the kill. Lisa Jane, a sophomore out of Saint-Denis, France, as this Seawolves roster has a little bit of an international flair to it. They have Pluhasheva from the Czech Republic, as this is Batiste spiking it over, but Stevens is right there. And the fake set there by Floyd. Falcons are able to get it back over. Jane taps it over, and now here's Hannah Hare, and that one's going to be out of bounds. Maywin reached for it and couldn't control it, and the Falcons take a 5-3 lead here in the first set. The Seawolves with a few players from Hawaii, of course. That is not international, but that one goes out of bounds, and the Falcons take the lead 6-3. But several players from Hawaii. They have one from Pensacola, Florida. That would be Ellen Floyd, their setter. And this one is blocked up front, and that is Lindsay Lambert getting to that one. it is 7-3. Falcons in front here. We also have the Seawolves, a native of Istanbul, Turkey, on the roster. Jana Karaman. And she has not seen action this year, but she is listed on the roster, and she is in the building and dressed and ready to go. Falcons with an 8-3 lead here in the first set. Coming out playing well, putting that perfect home record on the line. And that one blocked, and the Falcons take a 9-3 lead. John A. tried to put that one over and had it blocked, and Chris Green wants a timeout. Falcons with a 9-3 lead to get it going here. We'll take a break and be right back in just a moment. You're watching GNAC Volleyball on SPUFalcons.com. Back to Royal Brown Pavilion. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast as the Falcons jump out to a 9-3 lead here in the first set. And take a look at the stats so far. Maddie Witzis leading the way with 2 kills. Hannah Hare and Allison Wilkes with a kill apiece. This is Maywin sending it over. And that one goes out of bounds. And the Falcons take a 10-3 lead. And it'll be Abigail Cunningham to serve. The libero for the Falcons. And this one is going to be an ace for Cunningham as the Seawolves unable to return it. And the Falcons with an 8-point lead here early in the first set. 11-3. Volleyball is a game of momentum. Right now the Falcons have it on their side, but there is a point for the Seawolves. And that'll make it 11-4. And Ellen Floyd will serve. Floyd, the setter, junior setter out of Pensacola, Florida. This is Wilkes, and she hits it long. No, they say that the Seawolves touched it. Went long, but off of a deflection off the Seawolves, and it is the Falcons' point. And it's 12-4. Falcons by 8 again. Here's Lindsay Lambert serving. Floyd sets it up for Stevens, and Batista's there for the dig. This one sent over, and it's going to be another point for the Falcons. Aaron Gould comes up with the kill. 13-4, SPU in front by 9 here in the first set. And this is uncharacteristic as that one into the net by Lambert. Uncharacteristic of how the Seawolves have played this year. And definitely expect them to make a run here and see if they get back into this first set. Wilkes taps that one out of bounds. And that's going to make it 13-6. And so Anchorage serving again. Riley Plumhoff to send it over. This is Wilkes. This time lands it inbounds. Hit that end line. And it is 14-6. Falcons by 8 again. Aaron Gould to serve. Sends it over. And Leawanai the dig. Tapped over and right back. Here's Stevens. And Stevens puts it into the net. An uncharacteristic attack error there. And Stevens had some time to set that one up. And just a little too much of a line drive. 15-6. Falcons lead by 9. Stevens will get another crack at this one and gets it over. This is Batiste. Blocked, and that'll be a point for the Seawolves. It was Maywin that got the kill, and now she will sub out. And it'll be Pluhasheva to check back in, and it'll be Talia Leawanai to serve. Cunningham saves this one inbounds, and Batiste sends it over with 2 hands. Pluhasheva with a spike in the kill for the Seawolves. And they're back within 7 at 15-8. Leawanai to serve again. Batiste, the dig. And Pruden is blocked. And another point for the Seawolves as they have scored the last 3. They're back within 6 now, 15-9. And Leawanai will serve again. That one gets some of the net on the way over, and the Falcons not ready for it. It drops in front of Abigail Cunningham. And that'll make it 15-10. As Leawanai sends it over again. That time we got a little bit of the net, but Batiste right there. And now it's sent back over by Ka'apuni. And Anchorage back within 4, 15-11. They have scored the last 5. See how long Abby Wright will go with the Seawolves stringing together a run here before she calls a timeout. There is a fake set by Lindsay Lambert, and it works to perfection. Lambert with the kill. And Hannah Hare will come in for Abigail Cunningham. And Allison Wilkes will serve for the Falcons. They lead by 5, 16-11. Wilkes sends it over. And Floyd will set it up for Stevens, and it's off of the antenna. Stevens with the kill for the Seawolves. And that'll make it 16-12. Eve Stevens will serve. This is hair blocked by Pluhasheva. Floyd was there as well. And the Seawolves back within 3. Falcons led by as many as 9 earlier on in the set. But the Seawolves have closed to within 3. Here's Stevens sending it long. Falcons will take the point. And they go up by 4. Here comes Austin Ibale back in.
Even serving will be Austin Ibale.
Ibale from Renton. Went to Kentridge High School. And she sends this one over. Floyd sets it up for Pluhasheva, who taps it over. Batiste is blocked by Floyd. 17-14. Elisa Janet checking in for the Seawolves. And it'll be Mahala Ka'apuni to serve. And another fake set there by Lambert, but this one doesn't work as the Seawolves return it. Here's Aaron Gould off the hands of Stevens. And Janet sent it over, and it was blocked. Seawolves keep it alive. Here's Hare sending it over, and it's blocked. Batiste. And Leawanai will keep this one alive. Here's Janet. And that one out of bounds. And the Falcons will take the point. Janet just sent it wide. And it'll be 18-14 as Makana Elenecki checks back in for the Seawolves. Batiste will serve for the Falcons. This is Puhasheva sending it over. And Aaron Gould off the hands of Stevens. Seawolves keep it alive. Jeannet sends it back over. Hannah Hare sends it over for the Falcons. And they go back out to a 5-point lead, 19-14. Timeout called again by Anchorage. And we will be back in just a moment from Royal Rome Pavilion. 19-14, Falcons lead in the first set. Back to Royal Rome Pavilion. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast. Falcons lead the Seawolves 19-14 in the first set. And coming back from the timeout, Maddie Batiste ready to serve. As Allison Wilkes leading the way for the Falcons in kills with 3 to this point. And the only player on the floor with 3 kills. This is Jeannet, and now she has 3 as well. As that'll make it 19-15. And it'll be Vera Puhasheva to serve. And actually, no, they're going to bring in Nicole Blue here to serve. Blue, a freshman from Cerritos, California. And seeing her first action, and sends that one short of the net. And so the Falcons will take it back. Abigail Cunningham will serve. Falcons with a 5-point lead. 20-15 rather. And Cunningham sends it over. Stevens able to keep that one up off the floor. Jeannet blocked. Lambert and Wilkes at the net. And the Falcons go up by 6, 21-15. And Cunningham will serve again. Abigail Cunningham, freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, business major. Cross court set there for Jeannet, and she comes up with the kill that time. That'll make it 21-16. Lisa Jeannet now with 4 kills in the match, and Ellen Floyd will serve. A battle at the net there, and won by the Falcons. They give the point to SPU, 22-16.
Returns to the Falcon lineup. And
Lindsay Lambert will serve. Maddie Pruden checking back in up front. And here's Lambert to send it over. Floyd, cross court set for Jeannet, who sends it over for the kill. That'll make it 22-17. And Riley Plumhoff will come in and serve for the Seawolves, who still trail by 5 late in the first set. They were down 9 at one point. Got within 3. Here is Gould tapping it over. Stevens taps it over the front line. Cunningham comes up to dive for that one. And they give the point to the Seawolves as the Falcons called for a double touch there. And so the Seawolves within 4. Wilkes was blocked. And now Gould taps it over. Stevens. And Stevens comes up with the kill and gets the Seawolves back within 3, 22-19. And now Abby Wright will use a timeout. She saved them both, so she's got an extra one if she needs it. 22-19, Falcons leading the Seawolves. Seawolves getting a little closer here toward the end of the first set. We'll be right back. Back to Royal Brown Pavilion. 22-19, Falcons leading the Seawolves. As we return to action out of the timeout, Seawolves have scored the last 3. As they were down 22-16, but they have pulled to within 3.
Anchorage serving.
And it is Riley Plumhoff serving. Batiste with the dig. And Gould volleys it over. This will be Stevens, and she spikes it over for the kill. And that'll make it a 2-point margin here late in the first set. Plumhoff to serve again. Anchorage right back in this first set. There's Gould, and it's blocked out of bounds. And it'll be the Falcons' point. 23-20, and it'll be Aaron Gould to serve. Falcons need a couple more here to close out the set. Gould sends it over, and Stevens able to keep that one in, and Maywin sends it over. Here's Wilkes with the spike and the kill as she hit the corner of the floor, and it is 24-20. Allison Wilkes with a big kill there. And this is Aaron Gould now serving for the set. Gould sends it over. And Maywin taps it over for the Seawolves. Here's Batiste sending it back and out of bounds. Batiste sent it long. And Kulhasheva will check in for Maywin. And Abby Wright wants to talk things over. We'll take another timeout here. 24-21 Falcons lead. Seawolves will have the serve when we come back in just a moment. We return to action here at Broham Pavilion. 24-21 Falcons, and the Seawolves serving. The fans on their feet as the Falcons with a match point. And now we have the officials conferring. Typically we'll see them in the blue shirts, but they're going with white tonight as the official on the floor. We'll come back over to the scorer's table and make sure everybody's on the same page before we return to action here. And again, just a little conversation. Now I'm going to come over and talk to the Anchorage coaching staff and maybe checking on the rotation. They're going to actually have Nicole Blue come in momentarily, and apparently they made a substitution earlier that was not recognized, and now they have it straightened out. So Anchorage serving, and this is Leao and I to serve, junior from Wailuku, Hawaii. And Cunningham diving for that one, sends it out of bounds. And Leao and I will serve again. 24-22. And the Falcons just need one more here to close out the set. Seawolves trying to come back. Pruden sends it over. That one's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Ellen Floyd, and the Falcons hang on for the first set win, 25-22. They led by as many as 9 in that set, and they hang on to get the first set. And we will be back in a moment for set number 2. Falcons hang on for the first one, 25-22. We'll be right back to Royal Brown Pavilion in just a moment. Back to Seattle Pacific University, Greg Sexton with you between sets number 1 and 2 as the Falcons take the first one 25-22. They had a 9-point lead at a couple of junctures in that first set, and they hang on as Anchorage got back to within 2 at 24-22. The Falcons closing it out, though, as we take a look at some stats from the first set. Lisa Jeannet with 5 kills, Eve Stevens with 4 for the Seawolves, 10 assists for Ellen Floyd, and 3 blocks for Vera Pluhasheva, 5 digs for Talia Leao and I. For SPU, 4 kills for Allison Wilkes, 2 apiece from Hare, Batista, and Gould, 10 assists from Lindsay Lambert, 3 blocks apiece for Wilkes and Lambert, and 5 digs for Abigail Cunningham, the libero, as the Falcons come back out onto the floor. And now the Seawolves do as well, as we will get ready for set number 2 in just a moment here. as Cunningham will come in to get Hannah Hare again. And Leao and I will come get Pluhasheva for the Seawolves. So they start with Leao and I, Floyd, Elenecki, Janet, Maywin, and Stevens on the floor. Falcons with Aaron Gould serving, Wilkes and Batiste up front, Lambert on the floor, Cunningham, and that is Maddie Pruden that was hidden from view behind Allison Wilkes for a second there. Anchorage takes the first point of the second set. And Riley Plumhoff comes in, as does Mahala Kaapuni.
Mahala Kaapuni also in.
And it'll be Plumhoff to serve. Sends it over. Cunningham diving for that one, and Maywin sends it back over. And Anchorage goes up 2-0 here in the second set. They gained some momentum in the first set and got back in it. And they'll see if they can carry that momentum forward, as they are out to a 3-0 lead here in the second set as they try to even this match up at a set apiece. Plumhoff will serve again. Here's Wilkes tapping it over. And the Seawolves keep it alive. That one, though, did not cross the net. And so the Falcons will take the point.
Serving for SPU is Allison Wilkes. Back into their lineup.
Hannah Hare back into the lineup for Abigail Cunningham. And Allison Wilkes will serve. 3-1 Anchorage over the Falcons here in the second set. Stevens spikes it over for the kill. And that'll make it 4-1. Lahasheva checks back in for the Seawolves. And Talia Leao and I serving for Anchorage. This is Gould tapping it over. Floyd sets it up for Kaapuni. And now Batiste is blocked by Stevens. That'll make it 5-1. Alaska Anchorage on top. And Leao and I to serve again. This is Pruden, and she comes up with the kill there as the Seawolves tried to block it, unable to. And that'll make it 5-2 as Austin Ibale checks back in. And Ibale serving. This is Kaapuni, and she lands it in bounds for the kill. That'll make it 6-2. Mahala Kaapuni, the freshman from Hilo, Hawaii. And Eve Stevens serving, and she serves it into the net. That'll make it 6-3.
Maddie Batiste is serving.
And it'll be Maddie Batiste to serve for SPU. 6-3, Anchorage by 3 here in the second set. Cross court set, and that one's going to end up in the stands as the Falcons will take another point, and they get back to within 2, 6-4. Maddie Batiste will serve again. Batiste, the fifth-year senior, taking advantage of the extra year due to the COVID pandemic. And that one is sent long, and the Falcons will take another point at 6-5. Maddie Batiste will serve to try to tie up the second set. Stevens the dig. Floyd sets it up for Ka'apuni. Here's Hare spiking it over, and Leawanai there for the dig. Stevens sends it over, and that is off of Batiste. It'll be a kill for Eve Stevens as the Seawolves go back up by 2, 7-5. Here's Lisa Jeannet checking back in up front. And it'll be Ka'apuni to serve. Seawolves lead 7-5, and Ka'apuni sends that one short. Falcons will take the point, and they will get another chance to tie up the second set here. Makana Eleneki checking back in for Alaska Anchorage. Floyd the fake set, and Lambert able to get it back over. Floyd this time a set for Pluhasheva. And now Gould sends it back. Eleneki keeps it alive. Here's Jeannet sending it over. And Stevens, as Cunningham just kind of punched it back over the net. Here's Gould. And there is Eleneki. Jeannet. And there is Pluhasheva. She's blocked by Wilkes. And a long rally there goes to SPU. Allison Wilkes with the block. 7-7, your score here in set number 2. And it'll be Abigail Cunningham to serve. This is going to be Jeannet, and she's blocked, and it lands out of bounds. It's going to be the Seawolves point. That'll make it 8-7 as Akor Maywin will check in.
Akor Maywin back in, and the Seawolves serve.
She's out of Odessa, Texas. And Lambert, the fake set. Falcons take the point. As the fake set works there for Lambert, here comes Maddie Pruden back in. And Talia Leawanai in for Anchorage as well. 8-8 here in the second set. Lindsay Lambert serving for the lead. Floyd, cross-court set for Jeannet, and it's blocked. Wilkes and Pruden, they're teaming up on that one. And the Falcons take the lead 9-8. Lambert will serve again. Leawanai the dig. And the fake set there by Floyd. Falcons ready for it. Stevens sends it back over. Lambert sets it up for Pruden, and Stevens is there for the dig. And Jeannet sends it over. Wilkes will get it to Gould. And this will be Floyd, and she hits the net. And the Falcons take the point. 10-8. Falcons by 2 here in the second set. Anchorage had a 5-1 lead moments ago. And the Falcons have scored 9 of the last 12 to take a 2-point lead. There is Floyd with the fake set, and she spiked that one over. A little frustration there. Floyd lets it out. And it is 10-9. And Floyd will serve now. Batiste the dig. Here's Wilkes blocked. And now this is going to be Gould, and she lands it in bounds for the kill. Erin Gould, senior from Kent. Went to Kentwood High School. And she will serve. 11-9 your score here in the second set. Leawanai, the dig. Cross-court set for Jeannet, and she comes up with the kill. And that will get the Seawolves back to within a point at 11-10. Plumhoff back in along with Ka'apuni. And Plumhoff will serve. This will be Wilkes spiking it over for the kill. 12-10. Falcons by 2 again. Hannah Hare coming back in up front. And Wilkes will serve. Allison Wilkes having a good match tonight. Wilkes sends it over. And this is Ka'apuni with the spike in the kill.
Last touch by Seattle Pacific.
It'll make it 12-11. And it'll be Talia Leao and I to serve. Dig there by Cunningham. Here is Cruden, and Cruden comes up with the kill for the Falcons. They go back up by 2, 13-11. Here comes Ubale back in to serve. 2-point lead for the Falcons here in the second set. And there's Pluhasheva sending it wide, out of bounds. That one over by Abby Wright. And the Falcons take a 3-point lead, 14-11. Chris Green wants a timeout. His squad had a 4-point lead early in the second set. And now the Falcons have a 3-point lead, 14-11. They lead by a set. We'll be right back in just a moment. (14-11) Falcons lead the second set after taking the first one 25-22. And both teams return to the floor following the timeout. Austin Ibale back on serve for the Falcons. Lisa Janet now 7 kills. Eve Stevens with 7 as well for the Seawolves. And Ibale sends it over. This is Hare sending it back. And another block by Hannah Hare. 15-11, Falcons by 4 here in the second set. Hannah Hare out of Walla Walla, Washington. Ready for that one. And Ibale will serve again. Here's Batiste spiking it back over for the kill. And the Falcons lead by 5, 16-11. Ibale will serve again. Austin Ibale sends it over. Floyd for Stevens. And that's going to be a kill for Eve Stevens. That'll be her 8th of the match. And she will serve. 16-12. SPU with a 4-point lead here in the second set. SPU with a 7-0 home record. Anchorage an 8-0 GNAC record. And that one is going to be a point for the Falcons as it goes out of bounds off of Anchorage. And it's a 5-point margin again here in the second set. Batiste sends it over. This will be Ka'apuni with the spike in the kill. And that'll make it 17-13. Janet in for Plumhoff. And Mahala Ka'apuni will come back behind the end line and serve for the Seawolves. Batiste with the dig. Here's Hannah Hare with the spike in the kill. Bluhasheva couldn't send it back over. And it is 18-13. As this will be Makana Eleneki in to serve. Freshman from Kailua, Hawaii. Not to serve, rather, but just checking in as Abigail Cunningham serving for the Falcons. Here's Gould blocked, and that's Ellen Floyd with the block for the Seawolves. 18-14. Here's Akor Maywin in for the Seawolves up front. And Vera Pluhasheva to serve. Lambert sets it up for Wilkes, and Wilkes sends it over again. And the Falcons get back out to a 5-point lead. One more time. Lindsay Lambert will serve. Lambert sends it over. Floyd sets it up. Stevens volleys it over. Here's Maddie Pruden spiking it over for the kill as Leao and I couldn't handle it. And the Falcons have a 6-point lead here late in the second set. 20-14, Chris Green takes a timeout. Falcons with the momentum on their side. They have one set in the books already, looking to go up 2-0. We'll take a break here. 20-14 Falcons in the second set. Back to Iron Coaching Court inside Royal Brown Pavilion. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast. The Falcons leading the Seawolves 20-14 here in the second set. As the Falcons have looked sharp here on their home floor, and the Seawolves uncharacteristically have made a few more errors than they might ordinarily. There's Lambert sending it back over. And Jeannet with the spike in the kill. Falcons unable to return that one. And it is 20-15. Seawolves within 5. And it'll be Ellen Floyd to serve. This is Pruden, and she sends that one out of bounds. That'll make it 20-16. And Ellen Floyd serving again. This one off the hands of Cunningham, but Lambert able to save it. Batiste sends it back over. Here's Stevens with the spike, and it goes out of bounds. Falcons will take the point. 21-16. And it'll be Aaron Gould to serve. Gould sends it over. This is Jeannet tapping it over the front line, and Lambert is there. Here's Batiste spiking it over for the kill, and the Falcons lead by 6, 22-16. Falcons led 22-16 in the first set, and Anchorage got back to within 24-22, but then the Falcons with the final point of that first set. And Anchorage going to have to claw back into this one as Akor Maywin sends it over. And the Seawolves back within 5. Plumhoff and Kaapuni back in for the Seawolves. And Riley Plumhoff will serve. Plumhoff, a freshman from Anchorage. Here's Wilkes, and Allison Wilkes gets it to stay on the Seawolves side of the net. That'll make it 23-17. Hare will check back in for Cunningham for the Falcons. And Wilkes will serve. Wilkes sends it over. And Stevens will tap it over. Wilkes comes to get it, keeps it alive, and it's sent back over by Batiste. Here's Kaapuni. Wilkes is there again. Gould sends it over for the kill, and the Falcons lead by 7, and they have another set point, 24-17. Fans on their feet here in Broome Pavilion. Allison Wilkes will serve for the second set. Wilkes puts it in play. Floyd sets it up for Stevens. It's blocked. Floyd again for Stevens. And this time, Eve Stevens with the spike in the kill. That'll make it 24-18 as Pluhasheva checks back in for Maywin up front. And Talia Leawanai serving again. For the Seawolves, Pruden is blocked by Pluhasheva and Kaapuni. And the Seawolves back within 5, 24-19. Leawanai to serve again. (24-19). Here's Lambert setting it up for Hare, and Leawanai the dive, able to come up with it. Stevens spikes it over, and the Falcons have it go out of bounds off of them. And it is 24-20 now. The Seawolves have scored the last 3. PA announcer Mark Acut imploring the fans to stay loud, but another block there by Kaapuni, and Abby Wright will take a timeout and talk things over. The Seawolves have scored the last 4 to get within 24-21. We'll take a break. We'll be right back to Royal Broome Pavilion in just a moment. Back onto the floor are the Falcons, and the Seawolves returning to the floor now as well. 24-21. Seattle Pacific with the lead here in the second set. Seawolves have scored the last 4 points to get back into this set, but the Falcons still with the set point, and they just need one more here to finish it off here in set number 2. Leawanai sends it over. And Batiste has it blocked, but Lambert is there. Here's Aaron Gould sending it over. Leawanai there. And Pluhasheva is blocked by Hare. Here is Stevens tapping it over. And Cunningham with the one-handed punch to keep it up in the air. Here's Hannah Hare. And Hare sends it over and lands it in for the kill. And the Falcons take the first 2 sets of this one. They win the first one 25-22, and they hold on for the second set win 25-21. When these teams met in Anchorage on September 25th, the Seawolves swept the Falcons, and the Falcons, trying to return the favor, we'll see if they are able to make that happen, but they have looked very good through the first 2 sets, and they go to intermission here with a 2-set lead. 25-22, 25-21. We'll take a break here for just a moment and be back with you at Royal Broham Pavilion. Falcons leading the Seawolves 2-0. Back to Seattle Pacific University. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast. The Falcons take the first 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-21 over the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, who are 8-0 in GNAC play, but they will have to come back and win the next 3 sets in order to win this match. We take a look at a couple of scores from around the GNAC as Montana State Billings is hosting Alaska Fairbanks, and they are in the 5th set there in that one. Fairbanks 6-3. They will be here on Saturday afternoon, and they're 6-3 in the GNAC. Montana State Billings just 3-6 in GNAC play, but Billings holding a 13-8 lead in the 5th set in that one. So the upset nearly complete there in Billings, Montana tonight. The Western Washington Vikings 7-1 in GNAC play. They appear to be cruising to a win over Northwest Nazarene as they took the first 2 sets, 25-14, both of those first 2 sets by that margin, and they lead 11-5 in the 3rd set. Central Washington is at Simon Fraser, and I do not have a score on that one, unfortunately, at this point. But let's take a look at this one that we have going on here as we get ready for the 3rd set in just a moment here. Eve Stevens with 10 kills to lead the way for Anchorage, 8 for Lisa Jaunet, 23 assists for Ellen Floyd, 7 blocks by Vera Pluhasheva and 9 digs for Talia Leawanai. As the Falcons getting 7 kills from Allison Wilkes, 5 from Hannah Hare, 20 assists from Lindsay Lambert, 5 blocks apiece from Allison Wilkes and Lindsay Lambert, and 11 digs from Abigail Cunningham to lead the way in that department, as we are ready to start the third set. And it is going to be Anchorage serving. And this is Ellen Floyd putting it in play, and it's an ace right off the bat there, as Batiste went diving for it and couldn't come up with it. It looked like a little miscommunication there, as Floyd put it right between some Falcons. That time they let it go, and it lands inbounds, and Ellen Floyd opens the third set with back-to-back aces. 2-0 Anchorage. They held the lead early in the second set before the Falcons came back. Batiste with the dig on that one, and Lambert keeps it in play. Batiste sends it back over. Here's Stevens. And a dive to the floor there by Maddie Pruden. And this one is going to be a kill for Erin Gould. That'll make it 2-1. And Gould will serve, as she registers the first kill for the Falcons in the third set. Sends it over. And Stevens is able to get the kill on that one, and that'll make it 3-1.
Anchorage is Riley Plumhoff.
Riley Plumhoff will come in and serve for Anchorage. As had to wait a second on the call there on that last point. Here's Batiste. She's blocked by Stevens. And now she'll get another crack at it. Leawanai with the dig on this one. And here's Ka'apuni. She's blocked. Naywin taps it back over. And here's Wilkes landing it in bounds for the kill. Allison Wilkes is looking really good for the Falcons tonight, as that is her 8th kill of the match, and she will serve now. Wilkes, the sophomore from Bothell, Washington, nursing major. Here's Stevens spiking it over. And now Hare will return it. Ka'apuni. And she sends that one out of bounds. They get the point to the Falcons, and that will tie it up at 3. And Wilkes will serve again. 3-3 here in the third set. Falcons up 2-0. That one pauses on the net, but the Seawolves, no problem there. Stevens with the spike in the kill, as it's blocked out of bounds. And Talia Leawanai, seems like she serves pretty frequently, but that one is going to be out of bounds. It's the white jersey, and she has served several points in a row on a couple of occasions. As Leawanai puts it in play again, and this is Pluhasheva spiking it over for the kill. And the Seawolves have scored the last 3 to take a 6-3 lead here in the third set. Leawanai will serve again. Lambert for Batiste, and Batiste with the spike in the kill. 6-4. Austin Ibale will check in, and she will serve for SPU. 6-4 Seawolves here in the third set. Ibale sends it over. Stevens with the spike in the kill. And the Seawolves take a 3-point lead again, 7-4. And Stevens will serve. And she puts it into the net. 7-5. And Maddie Batiste will serve. Falcons with Emily Tolino inactive tonight. Over there on the bench supporting her teammates. This one is going to be an ace as Plumhoff and Leao and I both got to it. And it ended up going right in between them. And so the Falcons now within a point at 7-6. And Batiste will serve again. Trying to tie up the third set. And there is another ace for Maddie Batiste as Ka'apuni couldn't get to that one. Nicole Blue will come in for the Seawolves in place of Riley Plumhoff. And Maddie Batiste will serve for the lead. Blue with the dig. And Pluhasheva with the spike in the kill. And she gets up off that left foot and swings the right arm. Lisa Janet will check in for Nicole Blue. And it'll be Mahala Ka'apuni to serve. Lambert sets it up for Hare. And that's going to be a point for the Falcons. That'll make it 8-8 as Elenecki will check back in for Ka'apuni. And it is 8-8 here in the third set. Abigail Cunningham to serve. Cross court set by Floyd, and Janet sends it over for the kill. And that'll make it 9-8 as Maywin will come back in for Leao and I, rather. And serving will be Vera Pluhasheva. Ibale for Erin Gould, and she sends it long. Seawolves take a 2-point lead again, 10-8. And Pluhasheva from the Czech Republic, a senior. And the fake set there by Lindsay Lambert works. And that'll make it 10-9. Lambert will serve now as Maddie Pruden checks back in. Here's Floyd setting up for Maywin. And that's going to be the Seawolves point. That'll make it 11-9. And Ellen Floyd will serve. And Lindsay Rosenthal onto the floor for the Falcons for the first time tonight. Richland High School graduate. Here is Gould tapping it over. Janet will send it back, and the Falcons unable to keep it up off the floor. And that'll make it a 3-point lead for the Seawolves. 12-9. Ellen Floyd will serve. That one is going to go long. It'll be the Falcons' point. Batiste will check back in for Rosenthal. And Erin Gould will serve. Have not seen Sydney Perry on the floor for the Falcons yet tonight. See if she gets into this match. This is Stevens sending it over. And Batiste volleys it back. Maywin spikes it over for the kill. And the Seawolves take a 3-point lead at 13-10. Blue checking in to serve. And Mahala Ka'apuni up front as well. Blue sends it short, lands it in the net. And that'll make it 13-11. Hannah Hare will come back in for Abigail Cunningham, and Allison Wilkes back to the back line to serve. Falcons trail by 2. 13-11. And Wilkes sends that one over. Ka'apuni taps it back. Here's Hare, and Maywin is there. And Maywin can't get it back over the net. And that'll be another point for the Falcons, as Wilkes will serve to try to tie up this third set. 13-12 Seawolves. And Wilkes puts it in play. And that one goes long. That'll be the Seawolves' point. They go back up by 2. And it'll be Leawanai to serve again. 14-12. Lambert for Hare, and she's blocked. And it was Stevens and Pluhasheva at the net there to reject that one from Hannah Hare. Seawolves up by 3 now, 15-12. And it's Leawanai to serve. Cunningham with the dig. Here's Pruden, and she sends it off of the Seawolves for a kill. Pruden will check out now for Ibale. Ibale will come back in and serve. And it's 15-13 as the Falcons try to hang around here in this third set. Blue with the dig. Here's Stevens sending it over. Ibale there. And now Hare. It comes back over. Here's Batiste, and Batiste with the spike in the kill. 15-14. Falcons trying to tie it up again. Austin Ibale to serve. Sends it over. A couple of Seawolves got to that one. They're able to handle it cleanly. Here's Hannah Hare sending it over for the kill. And the Falcons tie it up at 15 here in the third set. Austin Ibale to serve again. Sends it over, and that's off the hands of Nicole Blue. And the Falcons take the lead, 16-15. Falcons have scored the last 4 to take the lead. Chris Green wants to take a timeout, and we will step aside as well. Here on the SPU webcast, you're watching SPU Volleyball. Back to Royal Borough Pavilion. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast as the Falcons break their huddle and the Seawolves back onto the floor already. And it'll be Austin Ibale to serve as the Falcons have scored the last 4 in a row to take the lead here in the third set, 16-15. And Ibale sends that one into the net. That'll tie it up at 16.
Anchorage. We're tied at 16, number 16.
And it'll be Eve Stevens to serve for the Seawolves. This will be Batiste sending it back. And Leao and I there. Here's Kaapuni, blocked by Lambert. Stevens sends it back and lands it inbounds for the kill. And the Seawolves retake the lead at 17-16. And it'll be Stevens to serve again. This will be Aaron Gould returning it. Nicole Blue with the dig. Here's Kaapuni, and Hare is there for the block. And the Falcons tie it back up at 17 apiece. Maddie Batiste will serve. Fifth-year senior out of Portland for the Falcons. Stevens sends it back, and Ibala there for the dig. Here's Hare spiking it over, and Leawanai gets to it. And Kaapuni sends it over. Now Stevens. And Stevens puts it into the net. And she has made some unforced errors tonight in this one. And Maddie Batiste will serve with the Falcons leading 18-17 now. Here in set number 3. Batiste sends it over, Blue with the dig. And this is Pluhasheva sending it back over. Ibale sets it up for Gould. And the Seawolves keep that one alive. Leawanai sends it over. Hare had it blocked. Batiste there. And Gould is blocked, and it lands inbounds. It'll be the Seawolves point. And we're tied at 18. As Jeannet will come in for the Seawolves. Rosenthal will come in for the Falcons. And this will be Mahala Kaapuni to put it in play. Gould is blocked, but Ibale is there to collect it. Gould again blocked out of bounds. It'll be the Falcons' point. And it is 19-18 here in the third set. Elenecki will come in for Kaapuni for the Seawolves. And Abigail Cunningham will serve for the Falcons. Leawanai with the dig there, and Pluhasheva had it blocked. And the Falcons take the point, and they lead by 2, 20-18 here in the third set. Cunningham will serve again. There's Elenecki. Jeannet will send it over. This will be Wilkes, and Wilkes puts it over the net and inbounds and comes up with another kill for the Falcons. They lead 21-18, and Chris Green wants another timeout. We will be back to Broen Pavilion in just a moment. Late in the third set, the Falcons with a 2-0 lead, and they lead 21-18 here in the third. We'll be right back. Back to Iron Coaching Court inside Royal Broen Pavilion. Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast as the Falcons are trying to pull off an upset here of unbeaten at this point, Alaska Anchorage, unbeaten in conference play, I should say, 24th ranked in Division II. And the Falcons do have a a win over a ranked opponent this year. St. Cloud State was here earlier, and there is Aaron Gould spiking it over for the kill, and that'll make it 22-18 as Abigail Cunningham will serve again. That win over St. Cloud State was, they were ranked 13 at the time. That one hits the antenna. It's going to be the Seawolves point. And it'll be 22-19 as Puhasheva will serve and Maywin will check in up front for Anchorage. But that win over St. Cloud State took place on September 11th, and it was a 3-set win. Lambert sending it over, and the Seawolves able to return it. Here's Wilkes, and this is going to be a kill for Allison Wilkes. Had to let it play out there, but the Falcons with a 23-19 lead. And it'll be Lindsay Lambert to serve. And Ibale coming out, Pruden coming in up front for the Falcons. They hold a 4-point lead here, 23-19, trying to close out a sweep of the Seawolves. Here's Floyd setting it up for Maywin, and the Falcons keep it alive. Cunningham sends it back over. Floyd, and they're gonna give the Falcons the point, and that will give the Falcons a match point. That'll make it 24-19, and SPU getting ready to knock off the Anchorage Seawolves here with another point. Seawolves are going to have to score 5 in a row, and there's one from Lisa Janet. They are going to need to score 4 more as Abby Wright will call a timeout and talk things over with her squad. Want to make sure that they're able to get one more here and close it out here in the third set. We'll take a break and be right back in just a moment. SPU leads 24-20 over Alaska Anchorage in the third set. Back inside Broome Pavilion, Greg Sexton with you on the SPU webcast. Seawolves trying to stave off the sweep here and push this one to a fourth set, but they're down 24-20 as Ellen Floyd serves. Here's Aaron Gould spiking it over, and it's blocked. Maywin and Janet there at the net, and that'll make it 24-21. Floyd will serve again. Seawolves have been down in the first couple of sets and gotten back within a few points. That one sent long by Gould, and the Seawolves back within 2, 24-22. Trying to get this to a fourth set. And Floyd will serve again. Cunningham, Lambert, and now Rosenthal sends it over. And they're going to call the Seawolves for a double touch, and that is going to do it. The Falcons take it in 3 sets, 25-22, as they sweep aside the previously unbeaten in conference play Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. And the Falcons had it tonight. The Seawolves with some unforced errors, and they take their first loss in conference play. They go to 8-1 in the conference, and the Falcons go to 6-4 as Falcons will have Alaska Fairbanks in the building on Saturday at 3 p.m. And they lost in Fairbanks earlier on in the season as well, as the Falcons end a 5-match losing streak to the Seawolves. They had lost the last 5 to Anchorage in particular. The all-time series pretty even between the two squads, but the Seawolves really have dominated lately. But the Falcons take this one 25-22, 25-21, 25-22. As we'll get you some stats. First of all, let's check in on the rest of the GNAC and see if we can get you some scores. And Montana State Billings does defeat Alaska Fairbanks, so Fairbanks will come in at 6-4 on Saturday to Brohan Pavilion, as Montana State Billings takes that 5th set 15-9. Billings lost the first 2 sets of that match and dominated the last 3, as Western Washington tonight hosting Northwest Nazarene, and they win in 3 sets, and the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks failed to score 15 points in any of those 3 sets. And do not have a score from Central Washington at Simon Fraser, as that one, both of those teams 6-3, Central Washington, Simon Fraser. Central Washington lost here. The Falcons lost at Simon Fraser earlier this year, and they have both of those teams still on their schedule. As we take a look at the final stats here, Eve Stevens with 14 kills for Anchorage, and Elisa Janet with 11. 33 assists for Ellen Floyd. Couple of aces apiece for Floyd and Leawanai. 9 blocks for Vera Pluhasheva. Had a big game up front. 13 digs for Talia Leawanai. And for the Falcons, Allison Wilkes finishes with 10 kills, the only player in double figures in kills for the Falcons, but Hannah Hare had 8, Erin Gould had 7, Maddie Batiste had 6, and Maddie Pruden had 5. 31 assists from Lindsay Lambert, who was the full-time setter tonight with Emily Tolino out of action. And 6 blocks for Lambert, 5 for Wilkes, 4 for Hare. 12 digs for Abigail Cunningham, the only player in double figures in digs for SPU. But it was a complete team effort here for the Falcons tonight, as they win it in 3 sets over Alaska Anchorage, 25-22, 25-21, 25-22. We'll be back here at Brohan Pavilion, Alaska Fairbanks. The Nanooks will come in on Saturday afternoon, a 3 p.m. first serve, and I hope you join us then. Greg Sexton signing off for tonight. We will talk to you on Saturday.